Is it time to buy or sell SOXL ETF? In this video, we will explore SOXL in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 13th of June, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any significant updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 4th day of June in 2025, our system has ranked SOXL as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of -0.78. Now, let's examine the exchange-traded fund's performance during this time. The fund has experienced natural fluctuations, achieving a gain of 4.98%. This results in an average return of 0.62% per day, since it was classified as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund lies in the upper part of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term. This scenario typically presents an excellent selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the top trend line at $22.05 will first signal a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 18.5% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from -36.89% to 29.9%. Examining the longer term, a 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of -64.09%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -100% and -61.61% over the coming year. In today's terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $0 and $7.69. Our latest daily update for SOXL features the headline, "Is SOXL ETF still a buy after falling 7.61% on Friday?" The SOXL ETF price experienced a decline of 7.61% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 13th of June, 2025, dropping from $21.69 to $20.04. During the last trading session, the ETF fluctuated by 6.12%, with a day low of $19.85 and a day high of $21.06. The price has increased on 7 of the last 10 days and has risen by 23.93% over the past 2 weeks. Volume surged on the last day by 68 million shares, despite the falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 165 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $3.31 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $70.08, while the lowest price was $7.23. Currently, the price is 71.40% or $50.04 below the 52-week high, and 94.70% or $358.20 below the all-time high reached on November 26, 2020, when the price peaked at $378.24. The Direction Daily Semiconductor Bull 3-Time Shares, or SOXL, is currently gaining significant attention following a series of important developments in the semiconductor sector. Just last week, Nvidia reported a resurgence in demand for data centers, signaling positive momentum for the chip industry. This news comes after a substantial downturn in SOXL's performance, which fell from a peak of $69.42 in July of the previous year to around $17. This sharp decline was primarily driven by uncertainty regarding the growth potential of the artificial intelligence industry. In the short term, the renewed demand from key players like Nvidia could potentially support a rebound in SOXL's stock price. The overall rise in data center investments suggests that major technology firms are preparing for growth, which could enhance confidence in semiconductor exchange-traded funds, including SOXL. Additionally, recent market trends indicate increased activity in leveraged exchange-traded funds as investors seek to capitalize on market volatility and potential rebounds. The long-term implications depend on whether this recovery in demand can be sustained. Continued growth in the semiconductor sector could stabilize SOXL and provide a pathway back to its former valuation levels. However, the exchange-traded fund remains sensitive to broader market fluctuations and geopolitical tensions, particularly between the United States and China, which pose risks to the sector's profitability. As the market continues to respond to these dynamics, investors will closely monitor SOXL's performance as it navigates this volatile landscape. The following signals have been identified for SOXL. The SOXL ETF currently holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is also a buy signal from the long-term average. Given that the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average, there is an overall buy signal for the ETF, suggesting a positive outlook. If the ETF experiences further gains, it is likely to encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $20.55. Conversely, if the ETF declines, it should find some support from the long-term average at around $16.66. A breakout above the short-term average would trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average would trigger a sell signal. Additionally, a buy signal has been indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Some negative signals have also been generated, which could impact short-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, June 10, 2025, and since then, the ETF has fallen by 8.45%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Notably, volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday. This could serve as an early warning, suggesting that the ETF warrants closer monitoring. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 123 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 27 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 26 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 37 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 6 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 215 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Let's discuss the support, risk, and stop loss associated with SOXL. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $18.60 and $17.13. There is an inherent risk when an ETF approaches a support level. If this level is breached, it may decline to the next support level. In this instance, SOX has support slightly below the current level at $18.60. Should this level be broken, the subsequent support based on accumulated volume will be at $17.13 and $15.95. This ETF can experience significant movement throughout the day, reflecting high volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is categorized as high risk. Over the last day, the ETF fluctuated by $1.22 between its high and low, which is a change of 6.12%. For the past week, the daily average volatility of the ETF has been 6.44%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SOXL. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for SOXL is at $20.58. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a significant level to consider for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, SOXL faces its first support level at $18.60. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $19.11, reflecting a decrease of 4.62%. This exchange-traded fund experiences significant daily fluctuations, contributing to a heightened level of risk. Additionally, a sell signal has been identified from a pivot top that occurred 3 days ago. Is the SOXL ETF a good buy? The SOXL ETF presents several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to recommend it as a buy at this time. Currently, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, meaning that it could be held or accumulated while we await further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our recommendation for this ETF from a buy to a hold or accumulate position since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 16th of June, we anticipate that SOXL will open higher by 275 thousandths of a dollar, starting at $20.32. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.